Poor Hillary can't let it go. Miranda Devine's a columnist for the New York Post, and she joins us. Does the country deserve that, Miranda? Do we deserve a rematch of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump? Is this really a possibility?
Well, Jesse, I think it tells you more about the state of the Democratic Party than it does about poor America, that they're even considering Hillary Clinton, that she isn't just being laughed out of school for popping her head up above the parapet, from so desperately and so obviously having her hand up and saying, pick me, pick me. You know, the masterclass, so-called, that she gave the other day that people paid $20 a month to watch, in which she read her undelivered victory speech and then cried at the end of it with no real tears. That was the number one, that was her begging the American people and begging the Democratic Party to look at her as the alternative to Joe Biden. Because after all, she is younger than him. She will only be 78 come 2024, so she'll be the same age, you know, that he is now, or a little bit younger. And she's also a year younger than Donald Trump. And she's always telling us, she's been doing interviews repeatedly saying that Donald Trump is going to run again in 2024, that is an existential threat to democracy. It's going to be a nightmare. And really the subtext is that only Hillary Clinton, who was so narrowly cheated of victory against Donald Trump in 2016, only she can save America. And that's her shtick. She won't stop she'll do it. I mean, till her last breath, she wants to vindicate herself.
And you know, if Hillary Clinton is going to get in, Trump's going to get in, because he knows how to beat her. He's got her number. He did it before. He thinks he can do it again. But if Trump is definitely running, then the Democrats are going to say, Biden, you can't step down. You have to run. Hillary Clinton can't beat Donald Trump. You're the only one to beat Donald. You beat him before. You got to do it again. Just beat him and then resign a week later. So you have like three big names circling each other. Bernie Sanders must be sitting there thinking like, oh my God, do I have to get in?
Well, but spare a thought for the younger generation of Democrats. They don't have a chance because these people, you know, they're close to their 80s. Face it, they're octogenarians, and they just are clinging on to power for all it's worth, will not give any oxygen to anybody who's younger. It's left the Democratic Party with a dearth of leadership. You look at the Republican side, there's any number of people that could step up.
Yeah.
But on the Democrats, who is there that is actually palatable to the American people? And I don't think that Biden would beat Donald Trump again.
I don't
either.
The
polls are showing that's not true.
I agree.
And too many people see who he really is.
I totally agree. AOC's probably licking her chops at this setup.
Yeah.
And that talk about unpalatable. We're in for a 5-car pileup in 2024. Miranda Devine, thank you so much.